Aloha, folks. Bill Dempsey here. I'm going to talk about the D7th chord. Now, recently I've been working on Hawaiian vamps with my students, some of my students, and one of the things that came up for me is this. How do you play the D7th chord? Not do you know how to play the D7th chord, but how do you play the D7th chord? For instance, if we take this Hawaiian vamp in the key of G, we're going from an A7th to a D7th to a G. All right. What I like to do, I come from the A7th and I like to go to the D7th with the index finger and the middle finger. Why? Because then we're going to go to the G chord, and then if we're doing a song like Waimanalo Blues, what we're going to be doing is going to back and forth between the G chord and the D7th chord like this. So very little movement. That's what you want to shoot for. So it's like this. Right? The wind's gonna blow, I'm gonna go down on the road again. Starting where the mountains left me, I end up where I began. So on and so forth. So when we're in the key of G, I like to play the D7th, the two-finger D7th, like so, with the index finger and the middle finger. Now, if we're in the key of C, with a song like Beautiful Kauai, there's a Hawaiian vamp for that, and we start with a D7th chord. Here, what I like to do is use my middle finger and my ring finger, like so. Middle finger, ring finger, and all we have to do then when we get to that G7th chord is just slide up to the C chord. There's an island across the sea, and so on and so forth. So when we're in the key of C, it's probably a good idea, at least I think it is, to use your middle finger and your ring finger for the D7th. Now the other thing is, sometimes we're going to be doing bar chords. For instance, Beautiful Kauai, the group that I belong to is called the Bamboo Room. They're in San Juan Capistrano, California. And anyway, the arrangement they have goes from a C chord to a B chord back to a C chord. All right, and well, it doesn't tell you to do that, but you could do this and this. That I think that would probably be kind of dumb. What you want to do, if you can, what I like to have students do is slide your fingers if at all possible. So you want to slide there, and so well, I'll show you what I mean with Beautiful Kauai. Midst of fern grotto, Mother Nature made her home. Then it goes to a D7th chord. Do we want to go to this D7th? Probably not. Mother Nature made her home. This D7th. The falls of Wailoa, where lovers often roam. So we're going C chord, B chord, C chord, and then we get to go to the D7th chord here. So the thing that's important there is we're doing a lot of slipping and sliding. We're taking that index, we're not really moving that index finger very much. We're going, here's our C chord here, there's our B chord, there's our C chord. We didn't even have to lift any fingers there. And then when we go down to the D7th, the only thing we lift is our middle finger and our ring finger, and then go to that D7th there. So anyway, give that a little bit of thought. And just because it says in some chord chart somewhere that you play a chord a certain way, doesn't mean you always have to play it that way. So that's my 2 cents for today. Thanks.